All right, FightHype.com here with one of the best super bantamweights in the world, the number one contender for July's undisputed title fight between Inoue and Fulton. The man has been waiting a long time for his title shot, rated atop the WBO. My man Ra'eese Aleem going all the way to Australia, June 18th on the Tszyu card, and Ra'eese fighting undefeated Sam Goodman from Australia. Do you got to carry a certain extra level of meanness or an edge when you're going to another country to fight a guy? And what's that approach like?
Every fighter should. I just plan on being Ra'eese Aleem. I want to go over there, be locked in, be focused, understand what I'm doing, and what it's going to take to accomplish that goal. But ultimately, I just want to be Ra'eese Aleem, nothing more, nothing less, and show the world exactly who I am.
We've talked in the past. You've been calling out Stephen Fulton for some years now, and have been rated atop the rankings to get that shot at him. But here you are, still waiting. Do you take any of that frustration out on your opponent?
I mean,
like, is that a healthy, productive way to take it out?
Right. I'd say if anything, I take it out into my workouts. Just doing 2-a-days and doing 3-a-days and doing some hot Pilates and doing just different things to try to prepare myself for that opportunity. It hasn't been frustrating 100%, but it's boxing, and the world title shot is gonna come. I just got to keep on chipping away at it.
Yeah. Does it feel at all like, something good's coming to you? You're not putting up with all this BS and now even having to go overseas. And does it feel like, I'm going through all this for a reason and it's gonna turn out good?
Yeah. Everything's falling into place. This is a big fight, big opportunity. I have to go across the country in this guy's backyard. He has a huge following out there. He's undefeated. He's like one of their superstars. Cool. So what does Ra'eese Aleem have to do to get his world title shot? Okay, put me in the game, coach. That's what I got to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to win. I'm going to come back and I'm going to be knocking that topless door and try to get that fight.
How good of Tapales, the IBF champ?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that someone you're angling towards now? Or?
Well, the IBF ordered this fight.
Right.
So, once I win, I'll be the mandatory challenger for that belt, and I don't know if there's a rematch clause in the Fulton Inoue fight. So who knows when that fight will happen again. So, Topless, he fought a few months ago.
Yeah.
So like we could fight before the end of the year. He'd be projected to fight again. I could fight again, come out clean. We can make it happen for the end of the year. So that's how my mind thinks. And then now Fulton, because right now the top fighters don't want to fight me because it's high risk, low reward. So once I become the world champ, there's no excuse.
Right. So this is a little bit of a course correction, right? Because you and now that, so now we get this belt and yeah.
Basically playing chess, trying to see what's up. The fastest path is probably fighting and beating Topless, because the Fulton Inoue fight, their rematch, who knows when that would be. It already took so long for this fight to happen, and I want to fight.
What do you think of Sam Goodman? Is he elite level, or is he, what they call domestic level overseas?
No, I definitely think he's elite. He's be some good guys, but he's an elite fighter, big amateur background. I can't really take anything away from him, but he's never fought a fighter like Ra'eese Aleem, and that's a huge advantage going into this fight. But the moment you take me for granted in any type of way, that's when an upset is born. So I'm going to show up, I'm going to show out, I'm going to be me, I'm going to get the win, and I'm going to move on to the next.
As a fighter, is it in the back of your head that I'm in his hometown, I gotta win extra clean, not just win the rounds, but put something extra on it, or no, can that get you in trouble? And how do you go about that?
I mean, it's in when you're fighting in somebody's hometown, especially if they're an undefeated fighter. Like, that's always in the back of your mind. But I'm not really worried about that. I don't believe he's on my level. It's going to be a tough fight, just like every fight that I've had. It's been tough. But it's not like nothing I'm thinking about. It's there, but it is what it is. This is the situation. So it's like, okay, fuck it. Let's go.
Got it. And I do got to ask, who do you think wins the fight in July between Inoue and Fulton?
I do think that Inoue wins. I mean, they both have advantages. If Fulton wins, he's better than what I gave him credit for, which I think is a great fighter. But Inoue just has more tools, more power in his hometown, so he has some big advantages.
I'm maybe a little surprised you go with Inoue, because I would imagine Fulton's a little more similar to your skill set. I mean, you're different. You got a unique style unto yourself, but why do you not think his boxing, his counter ability, his speed, he's the natural 122 pounder? Why is that not enough against the monster?
Well, Fulton has a big body, fast hands, accuracy. He can box. Fulton's best path to victory is going out there and boxing for 12 rounds, but Inoue is a hitter and he can box. But how are you going to keep him off you? Like he's got to respect you. Yeah, he might respect some of your hand speed and accuracy, but there's no power. I mean, he can kind of walk him down. So that's my biggest thing, is the power aspect that Fulton doesn't have.
What do you think of, after years of kind of wanting Fulton, we know Inoue, anytime he gets in a weight class, he wants undisputed. That you might wind up fighting the monster instead of Fulton when it's all said and done. And are you feeling like it's gonna happen if I take care of my business with Tapales, and I'm probably gonna fight Inoue?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, first Sam Goodman, then a Tapales, not to get ahead of ourselves, but yeah.
No, like, I've already kind of like did the math a little bit, and it's like, okay, so, once I beat this guy and that guy, then this is projected to happen. Or if Fulton does beat Inoue, I see him moving up to 26, because right. I don't think he was just going to. So it's like, okay, so then there's going to be a vacant belt or 2 vacant belts. And then it's like, well, I'm still right there against whoever, and it doesn't even matter. So a lot of things are falling into place. Just got to handle business and make shit happen.
Well, bro, isn't that kind of crazy? We're here talking now before you got to go fight, as a co-headliner in Australia. But a year's time from now, you could be fighting for undisputed against the guy a lot of people feel is the best fighter in the world. That's crazy. Yeah. Best of luck to you, man. Patience, they say, is a virtue. Is that not right? But
yeah, no, that's right. There's a lot of in-betweens, but hard work, focus, dedication, it's all gonna happen. I just gotta be Ra'eese Aleem and make it happen.
Yeah, man, keep your passport ready and renewed.
Yeah, for sure.
You might have to make a trip out to Japan too in a year's time.
I mean,
what would that fight look like? You and the monster?
Well, a big difference is like, okay, like you mentioned, me and Fulton having similar styles, but like I can hit and I don't think he can. So I think that's a big difference between both of us, and I think that would be a big advantage for me.
So exciting style matchup.
Yeah, for sure, explosive. Fulton's gonna box and he's gonna hold. Like, I'm willing to put money on it.
Hey man, I know the fans in Japan, they listen to these interviews, man. So let them know it'll be an exciting fight.
No, it will. It'd be an explosive fight for sure. Like, I'm an exciting fighter, and like I said, I show up to win.
Are you picking? Lastly, on that fight, are you picking Inoue by stoppage or goes the distance? And
I do believe they go the distance. Is he capable of stopping him? Sure. But I believe they go the distance. Fulton is, he's the champ. Like he is a great fighter. He's a great boxer. He's smart. He very, very high boxing IQ. I don't think Fulton goes to Japan and gets knocked out. I don't see that happening.
And lastly, too, man, there's this little fight coming up about a month after your fight, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Who do you think wins that fight and why?
Okay, so like if somebody gets knocked out in that fight, Spence knocks out Crawford. If they go the distance, I think Crawford wins it. I mean, like I like both fighters. I'm a huge Crawford fan. But yeah, I think if they go the distance, Crawford gets the win. If anybody gets stopped, I think Spence stops Crawford.
Why that? Because I feel like if anything, it's the other way around. Like Spence with all the punches he throws, if you don't get him out of there, it's tough to win rounds against that work rate. And then Crawford been knocking guys out since he came to 47. So why do you see it that way?
Well, because Spence, like he can't go out there and box Crawford. You know, he has to go out there and put pressure on him and, you know, hurt him early and get him out of there. You know, like Spence doesn't want to go to the scorecards. Like, so if anybody gets stopped, I could see Spence, you know, stopping him. But Crawford, I think he wants to go out there and box. You know, like I think Spence is the bigger fighter, but Crawford has a better path to victory just going out there boxing, being sharper and hurting him. But I don't think he stops him.
So if you put your final money on it, then what's gonna happen, man? Crawford by decision or Spence by stoppage?
If I had to put money on it, Crawford by decision.
Gotcha. Thank you for your honesty, Ra'eese, and thank you for always willing to fight whoever they want to put in front of you. June 18th, I'll be watching along with a lot of boxing fans. If there's anything else you got to say before you get out of here, thank you, my man.
Hey, you know, you can follow me on Instagram at Ra'eese Aleem Boxing. Tune in. It's going to be an explosive fight. Can't wait.
Thank you, man. Hey, we might see you in Undisputed a year from now. So
gotta earn it. You feel me? We'll see what's up.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, Sean.